Hi, it's Barry Dowsett from Myriad Associates. I'm the Chief Executive Officer, and today I'm going to be talking to you in detail about software projects for R&D tax claims. This is a particularly complex area, something which I've been involved with probably for the last 20 years in software claims, and process roughly 500 claims per year, so it's something which is close to my heart. So in terms of the guidance, you can look at HM Revenue and Customs, and you can look at BEIS, that's the Business Energy Industrial Strategy Department, and there's some good guidance out there, but it's very generalised. And in essence, let's just not forget, we're talking about advancements in technologies over and above state of the art in the eyes of a competent professional. But we're going to now put that towards software projects. And one of the questions that gets asked is what kind of software projects qualify? Well, I can tell you for sure what doesn't qualify. So you've got a WordPress website, for example, and you're developing that, and it's pretty much standard off-the-shelf type stuff. Add a few plugins, you're off. That would not qualify. What we're looking at, and this is a rapidly changing area as well, we're looking at things such as artificial intelligence, you've got machine learning, you've got things such as augmented reality, virtual reality, you've got data analytics. You've got some pretty clever stuff going on at the moment, and they're the areas that we need to focus on. You've got to forget about the entire platform. Not all those activities would qualify. So the user experience, the user interfaces, they won't qualify. What you need to focus on is the technology layers, as I said. So you might have an AI engine. You may have something pretty clever to do with data analytics going on, big data, some really complex algorithms, APIs, they're the kind of areas. So focus on the technology, make that the absolute number one priority of your technical report. Then in terms of what activities qualify within that technical project, you've got, start at the beginning, you've got requirements gathering. You then move on to the design phase, you move on to the planning stage, you talk about allocating resources, you talk about cost estimation. Once again, all related to that technology layer that you're working on. Then you move on to the design and the development process and the programming. And then once you've gone through that, you go through a lot of iterations. You do testing. Now, testing is very important. Two aspects of the testing. If it's testing for technical reasons and feeds back into the project, for development, for the cycle of development, absolutely fine. What you can't claim for, though, is testing for user acceptance, which is more general type stuff. So what I'm going to share with you as well is a couple of cases that I've worked on and been involved with, which I think will give you a good flavour of what you can and you can't claim for. So one of them was a fintech business, and that fintech business is involved in money transfer services. So as you can imagine, fraud cases are pretty high, and they had a fraud detection system, off-the-shelf package, but that was a system which was really designed for e-commerce. What we wanted, or what they wanted to achieve, was, what they were finding was a lot of the transactions going through, legitimate transactions, were being picked up for fraud detection, and therefore it did not go through. So they wanted to build something in-house, but the clever bit, the innovation was they were putting in some machine learning for fraud detection, so it would understand the behaviour of transactions, etc., build upon that to do its risk assessment. So that's one area. Another one which we've done recently is to do with meetings and workspace booking system. And this was for a company that does tens of thousands of bookings for various workspaces. And they wanted to develop something which was real time, took into lots of different variables in terms of bookings, lots of data going on, big data type stuff, and they were focused in that area. So that's an example of a couple of them. We do a lot more than just a few, of course. So this is really what's absolutely important about software projects. What I would say is it is a complex area. Please feel free to reach out. You can certainly get hold of me and contact me. I'm available on email, barry.dowsett@myriadassociates.com, or just head to our website, myriadassociates.com. There's going to be plenty of links for you to follow on this video. You can give us a call as well. Go onto Google, put R&D Tax Credits for software developers. You'll get a huge amount of information there on that. As I said, it is a particularly evolving situation with software claims, and I would suggest that you do your homework or certainly speak to an expert, like ourselves, that can help you along the way. I will be coming back and doing another video about the kind of costs that would qualify for R&D tax credits, and the couple of areas where you need to be aware, you need to be made aware of, to maximise your claim. So please come back next week and we'll talk about the costs in order to maximise your claim. So thank you very much for listening. I'll see you again very soon. Cheers.